Esports is more than just video game competitions. For more and more people, it's being looked at as an investment opportunity, a chance to be part of what most people say will be a $1 billion plus industry this year. But just who is it investing in the games and teams we love? It probably wouldn't surprise you to hear there are quite a few celebrities out there who have taken the hint that the esports scene has a lot going for it right now. So let's talk about 10 of these surprising celebrity esports investors and what their money is going towards. Number 10, Mike Tyson. Known for knocking out opponents and one-man wolf packs, Iron Mike is pushing big into the Hearthstone scene by investing in Fade to Karma. He put a big investment into the team, including plans to build a streaming facility in LA close to Tyson's other big investment, the marijuana company called TYSON Ranch. Tyson has even joined the players on stream since his investment, joining Alexandra McPherson's Twitch stream to play in his first ever Hearthstone competition. Tyson's son is a big esports fan and introduced him to the whole esports scene, so hopefully he gets to see a little share of the profit if Fade to Karma really takes off. Number 9, ASHTON KUTCHER. He's been keeping a low profile recently, with only a terrible Netflix series and that weird other Steve Jobs movie in recent history. KUTCHER has been much more actively investing his money, including esports startup Unicorn. Unlike the other entries on this list, Unicorn isn't an organization. It's a virtual arena aimed at esports betting. The Unicorn app has dropped on iOS and Android since KUTCHER came on, and is increasing its share of the market. You compete in events using their arena and win unicoins, which can be collected and traded in for goods from companies like Alienware and HyperX. And the demand for the service seems to be growing, so maybe KUTCHER finally has another legitimate hit on his hands again. Number 8, Michael Jordan. He's the greatest player in NBA history, and apparently when you have time on your hands and a nearly $2 billion fortune, investing in esports is the thing to do. So when Axiomatic, the parent company of Team Liquid, opened up a new round of funding, Jordan and his fellow Hornets owner David Rubenstein put up $26 million to invest in the esports giant. Team Liquid is one of the biggest names in esports, and with Jordan's shaky record of hands-on ownership, this news might make any Liquid fan nervous. Luckily, Jordan seems content to keep out of any day-to-day operations and just reap the rewards of Team Liquid's continued success. Number 7, Will Smith. In addition to looking like this while somehow being 50 years old, Will Smith also knows a good opportunity when he sees one. That's why back in April, he joined a $46 million investment group for the Gen G esports org. Gen G operates 8 pro teams, including the reigning Overwatch League champions, the Seoul Dynasty. Smith's investment was designed to push the brand into even more global markets, with Japan and China being the main focus of the push. Smith has said almost nothing about the deal and doesn't appear to want any hand in the operations of the brand itself, which is about the only way a star as big as Will Smith can spend that kind of money on an esports org without everybody hearing about it. Number 6, Imagine Dragons. Imagine Dragons seems like an odd entry at first, but these are the same guys who wrote and performed a song specifically for the 2014 League of Legends World Championship. The band invested in a company known as Rekt Global, which then went on to become the co-owner of another organization, Rogue Gaming. The band has been actively promoting their new investment, even teaming up with one of the later celebrities on our list to push their product to new levels, with 2 of the band's members, Daniel Platzman and Wayne Sermon, being longtime gamers themselves. The investment makes a ton of sense and looks to keep paying off for quite some time. Numbers 5 and 4 are a dual entry, as it's Hollywood power couple Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez. A few years ago, both J-Lo and A-Rod joined into a $15 million investment in NRG, one of the premier esports organizations out there. While J-Lo seems content to watch her investment largely from the shadows, A-Rod has essentially become the face of NRG as their resident investor turned advisor. A-Rod has become one of the true esports evangelists, telling everyone he meets and every interview he sits down for that esports is going to be a monster in the sports world. He shows up in NRG promotional videos all the time as well, so unlike other celebrities on this list, A-Rod is getting even more hands-on with esports as time goes on. Number 3, Steph Curry. He has the best three-point shot in the history of the NBA, but apparently his esports knowledge is pretty clutch too. Curry was one of the major investors when Team Solomid did a $37 million round of fundraising, meaning he now owns a piece of one of the biggest esports teams in the world. His investment will go towards helping TSM pay more franchising fees and even create a new esports facility in the LA area. Team Solomid is one of the most popular brands in esports and has a 10-year pedigree of success in games across the spectrum, from League of Legends to Fortnite and everything in between. In fact, League of Legends is where Steph Curry may have ruffled some feathers. His own team, the Golden State Warriors, own a rival LCS team, the Golden Guardians, who finished at the bottom of the standings this last series. So when TSM and the Guardians play, it may be the only time Steph actually roots against the Warriors. Number 2, Steve Aoki. The world-famous DJ and EDM legend was an early investor in Rogue Esports, another one of the heavy hitters in the esports scene. In fact, he actually became a co-owner a short while after investing, and has used his massive social media following to push Rogue Esports to new heights, since he started taking on more responsibility within the organization. They've been pushing into more apparel lines and adding team talent ever since. Rogue now has a huge footprint in the esports scene, with teams in different esports like Overwatch, Rocket League, Fortnite, and much more. And leading the charge with his face, the first thing you see when you check out the Rogue website is Steve Aoki. And number 1, Drake. While he's not giving grown men uncomfortable shoulder massages during NBA games, Drake is busy growing one of the fastest brands in esports as a co-owner of 100 Thieves. Becoming a co-owner after a multi-million-dollar investment in 2018, 100 Thieves' rapid growth of their apparel line and name brand has only accelerated with this new influx of money and ownership. Drake has not been super visible as an owner, taking the occasional cringy fake mean-mugging photo with 100 Thieves founder Nadeshot. We all knew that Drake had a soft spot for esports after his legendary Fortnite duo with Ninja, but since becoming a part of the industry, he really only pops up to congratulate his team on big wins or big signings. So you'd be excused for not realizing the man owns one of the fastest growing brands in esports. And that's our list of the 10 biggest celebrity investors in esports. Let us know what you think of the big influx of celebrity investors in the comments below. And as always, another video is on the way.